Okay, so good evening everyone, welcome. I'll request Bhanu to share his screen and we can get started with the Commvault installation.
Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes. Okay, so we have now version 11.32 package and we will use that to do the installation. Let's proceed. It's always advisable to run as administrator just so that if you have logged in through another user and that user doesn't have the privilege, it's better to run as administrator. Okay, let's move ahead. Click on next, agree to the license agreement, click on next, choose to install packages on this computer, then choose the relevant maintenance release. If you're not sure, you can just choose the latest, and here you select on create a brand new COM cell. COM cell is the logical grouping of all the components in a Commvault environment. Okay, now so we have got two options there to select which role we are going to assign to this particular machine. If we choose all in one, all the software components of Commvault like the ComServe, which is the master server, the media agent, the proxies, the client agents, everything will get installed. Okay, but if you choose server component, okay, only the master server will get installed. Okay, now since we are doing this for lab and learning purpose, we will choose all in one so that we get to learn all the features, okay, as much as possible on this machine. Okay, but in a real world scenario, you would like to have separate roles installed on separate machines for performance reasons as well as for availability reasons. Okay, yeah, click on next. Now it will extract the package and start installing the prerequisites. Yesterday we saw what the prerequisites were, right? So when we were not able to see the master server or ComServe package being installed, we thought that the prerequisites were not there. So one of the prerequisites was .NET framework, second was Java runtime environment, third was IIS role on the server itself, okay, and VC++, right? So if these and there are some other dependent KBs and components for the backend SQL server as well. Okay, so what this package software package will do is it will automatically install the prerequisites which it does not see as installed in this on this particular machine. Okay, then before we move further, you have to give a path for the content store. Now what is the content store? Content store is nothing but where the metadata is going to be stored for this Commvault master server. Okay, generally we keep it on the C drive itself most of the time. Okay, so that whenever the backup of this machine is happening, C drive will anyway get backed up, so the Commvault metadata also will get backed up along with it. Okay, but if you have any other preference in terms of higher performance disk you have at any other drive letter, you can always go ahead and choose that other drive letter from the drive list which you see on the left hand side. Okay, so once you expand that drive list, you will be able to see the other drives as well, and you can choose where you want to do the installation of the content store. Okay, now click on next. Now this is the data directory. Okay, now the description on the top itself is telling us what is going to be stored on that data directory. Okay, now when we were learning the concepts in some of our previous classes, we understood that apart from the backend database like SQL Server and MongoDB, there will also be two other databases that will be installed along with Commvault. First one is called as the deduplication database. In short, it is called as the DDB, and the index cache, right? Now, we also understood that this DDB and index cache components are going to be accessed very frequently. That means almost every second when the backup jobs are running. Okay, and hence uh, it will be a very IO intensive operations that will be happening on this particular path, and hence it is recommending that you choose a path which has high performance and low latency. Okay, so preferably SSDs. So that is what you will see in the Commvault documentation also, in the prerequisites and system requirements, that the path and the space that you choose for the DDB and the index cache has they will recommend on SSDs. See, it's not mandatory, installation will still happen, but then if you do not choose a high performance drive, you will face severe performance issues when you're running Commvault backup jobs and restore jobs. Okay, so hence we have to choose a high performance drive for these two things. Okay, next, click on next. So again, for the space perspective, it is requesting for 400 GB. That's on a production environment. Okay, but since we are in a lab, we can have even lesser than that. I think we have allocated only 100 GB as of now, so that's okay. We can go ahead and say yes. Now this is the path for the SQL server. Okay, again the SQL server will be in the C drive, the OS drive. Okay, SQL Server will have all the job related data, like which server was backed up when, what is its schedule, what is its retention period, whether it was encrypted or not, if it was encrypted, the encryption keys for it. Okay, what is the status of that job, when was it last run, when was it restored. Okay, who did it, what is the audit trail, all these things. Okay, the data about the backup jobs will be there in the backend SQL server. Siddharth, you had any question?
No, sir. Some
Okay,
background noise from my side. That's why.
okay, okay, okay. All right, click on next. Yeah, again the Commvault database installation path. This is for the MongoDB, so the content store we had already chosen, so the same path. Yeah, click on next. Disaster recovery path. Okay, now this is a very important concept. Now if you remember, in one of our earlier classes we were talking about primary ComServe and standby ComServe, right? Now what if the customer is a small customer and they do not have other machines which they can allocate as standby ComServe. Okay, in that case, what if that machine fails? So will the customer lose all their backup data? That's not acceptable, right? Because however small the customer is, they would have paid Commvault, and they need their data back. So this is the way to do it. It's called as DR backup. Okay, disaster recovery backup. So automatically once we install Commvault, this backend database, the content store, okay, everything will automatically get backed up, okay, daily once. Now where will it get backed up? That is this path. Whatever you choose as the path here, this is where it will get backed up. Now obviously, in a production environment, in a real customer environment, you will choose a path which is outside of this machine, and that is why it is allowing you to choose a network path. That means it can be a file server, it can be a share from another machine, okay, like that, right? But since we do not have any other machines in our environment right now, only for our lab and learning purpose we will choose a local path. But in a real world customer environment, this disaster recovery backup of the master server, it is highly recommended to choose a path or or a place outside of the machine where you're installing the master server. Okay, any questions? No? Okay, so yeah, choose the path. Yeah, and click on next. Okay, now you check the summary. You see, when we selected all in one, everything will get installed, right? So all the UI, the media agent, the master server, the backend MongoDB. Okay, please scroll down. The web server, then the agents for file system backups, okay, and some other third party software which are required for Commvault to run. Okay, now click on next and the installation will start. Okay, now you need to restart. Uh, what happened, Vanu? Hello?
Sir, this is it's normal, sir. After restart, it will when it just start from beginning.
Why? The prerequisites were not installed, is it?
Yes, sir. It's fine. If we use the complete package, it won't ask for restart, sir. while downloading, sometimes it will ask for restart.
Hmm. Bhanu, just check your task manager if there is any activity on the network. Yeah, it's fully utilized. Okay, open command prompt. Say netstat. Yeah, enter. Hmm.
Download completed, sir. It's installed.
Hmm. Open the task manager again. What is taking so long? Memory. No.
So this step will take much time, sir. Installing maintenance keys and downloading maintenance keys.
Hmm.
It's normally like this.
So what we can do then is we can stop the recording now and we can resume. Oh, just when we thought we're going to stop, it's done, right?
It takes 10 more minutes, sir.
All of you, are you okay to wait a little bit more time? Okay. I think everyone else went for sleep. I know it could be boring at times.
Yeah, done, sir.
Great. Yeah. Now you need to mention the host name. Generally, by default, it picks up the system name, or you can change it and
Keep it
click on.
as this, sir.
Yeah. Then it's asking create a new database or use an existing. So we'll create a new one. Yeah, here we have to give the admin credentials. Default username is admin. This is 1 second now, Bhanu. This is extremely important from a cyber recovery perspective, and later there are other best practices which we need to implement, which is like integrating this with MFA, multi-factor authentication, because if this user gets compromised, then the entire Commvault environment will get compromised. Okay, so in our some of our upcoming classes where we discuss about security related concepts and features, we will discuss about how to protect this particular credential. Okay, but for now we will just go ahead with the default. Yeah, please go ahead, click on next. Okay, excellent. We finished our installation. uh, Click on finish. Now we will show how to access the GUI. So there are two ways to access the GUI. uh, One is called as the Java console, which is the, you know, legacy way, but it is the way through which most of the advanced tasks are done. And the other one is the new way, which is through the web center, sorry, through the web browser. Okay, so we will see both the ways. So Bhanu, can you start with one of them?
So,
So you see there, Comcell console and command center. Those are the two ways. Okay, so first we will see console. So this is the credential which we just created at the time of installation. Yeah, click on OK. So the login is successful. It's initializing the UI. Yes, Saptarshi. What was the question? The password that we gave is, no, no, no. There is no default password. You have to give a new password for every installation. There is no default password. Yeah, so this is the Java console wherein all the advanced features will be there. We will discuss in detail on this later from the next class onwards. Want to quickly show the web browser based UI also, which is called as the command center.
in command center and log on here, sir. We need to install the browser. It's Internet Explorer.
Parallelly, can you install the browser? Open a tab.
Yes, sir. Hmm. I have the setup file. Right. Copy the file.
Okay. Not coming. So if
Mm,
uh, thing is not working in Commvault, you can open this another uh, tool called as the process manager. Commvault specific processes will be shown here, which you can individually start or stop, or together also you can start or stop all the services. Okay, and you can see the processes also. Just show the tabs, various tabs.
yes, sir.
So yeah, these are all the processes, just like how you see in the task manager, but these are specific to Commvault. The most important process here is CVD, the Commvault daemon CVD process. Yes. Okay. And the next one is CVFWD. Yeah, this is the network daemon. These are the, and you can see the MongoDB and the SQL Server processes also running in the backend. And Tomcat is basically the web service, but uh, Manu, just check in the Windows if IIS is working or not.
It's there, sir.
Yeah, services. Just check if that service is running, IIS, because of which the go to services.msc. Hmm. There's an error.
It is running, sir.
It is Commvault Tomcat. Check Windows IIS.
Yes, it's in the
Down,
yes.
down,
Okay.
down, down, down. Further, further down. Further.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll troubleshoot this tomorrow. So, any questions uh, on what you have seen today on how to install? Okay, pretty straightforward, right?
Mm.
Yeah, we got the command center. So, this is a HTML5 browser-based management GUI. You can give the same credentials. right? So it's the same thing, but only difference is the terminology, the look and feel, okay, and the way things are configured will be different in command center. So what we will do is, as and when we go through each topics one after the other, we are going to uh, do both, okay, the Java console as well as the Java console as well as the command center, okay, and so that you are able to get best of both worlds, okay. All right, any more questions, any doubts? Please feel free to ask. Great, so we'll continue again tomorrow. Thank you everyone for your patience and time. Really appreciate your patience.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye bye.